Hey everybody, it's me again. Yes, it's time for yet another pointless episode. Not pointless, but anyway. Welcome to the Carl Experience, Season 3. Can't believe it's Season 3 already. Or it's still Season 3. There's a lot of episodes for one damn year. But what we're going to talk about today now is because it just happened, is the Chauvin trial closing arguments. Okay, quick overview of all this junk. And yeah, I've literally got a tiny piece of paper with all of my notes on it. So, yeah. As far as closing arguments go, Derek Chauvin wasn't wearing a face mask, but who gives a damn? I mean, personally, I don't wear them when I don't have to. Now, on to closing arguments. Prosecution helped the defense with closing arguments in their opener. Oddly enough, I was watching the opening argument and could not believe that the white prosecutor helped out the white defense's argument. It's rather, I guess that you would say, duplicitous. They're trying to put Chauvin away and prove him guilty of second and third degree murder or whatever. But yet, the prosecution opens their closing argument and provides evidence that actually supports the defense. I'm not saying he's not a good prosecutor at all, but it looks a little bizarre. Sorry. Warning from somebody popped up. Yeah, for me, the prosecution actually helped gel together the defense for the defense without the defense having to do a damn thing. Mr. Nelson, the defense attorney, he didn't have he didn't have to go real far out. He didn't have to argue as long as he did or do all that. And it really says something when the defense shouldn't go a real long way to argue things, but does anyway just for the sake of, getting paid more, I guess. I don't know. Then the defense came up and made great points. Common sense is working for Chauvin, given the fact that, like I've been saying, I've been put in the position that George Floyd was with that neck thing. I'm still here. And if you want to say, well, you weren't hit at it for 9 minutes and 39 seconds. You're right, I wasn't. If memory serves me correctly, one of my friends put me in that position for 15 goddamn minutes. Still here, still sitting in front of you. And I know I've been hearing a lot from people who've got real life experience with this stuff, just like I do. Well, it couldn't have killed him. Yeah, you're right. The only way it would have killed him is if he was on something that hindered his breathing, such as being high. If you're high on certain drugs, if you're high enough on certain drugs, it depresses your breathing. Common sense will tell you that. Then going back to drugs and heart disease and all this science-based stuff that the prosecution is just like, well, you need to ignore that. You need to just feel that he's guilty. No, we're not going to feel that George Floyd died. George Floyd died. What directly caused it, scientifically speaking, would be more of a health issue than a restraint issue. But I thought they made some excellent points, excellent closing argument. They really did kill it, at least from my perspective. Then we have the prosecution rebuttal, which was this, I guess it's a black guy named Blackwell. And his framing of the rebuttal was rather limp and relying on feelings and so-called common sense. Well, if they did, trust your eyes. Do all that. Do this. Do that. Do the other. if George Floyd had a bad heart because of heart disease, you don't have a good heart if you have heart disease. I'm not sure if I have heart disease, but either way, it's him having an enlarged heart and all the evidence they produced. I mean, they were showing videos of George Floyd kicking while the cops are trying to do things with him for his own protection and protection of others. The prosecution said that was the cops offering undue force. Well, for the rest of us, that would actually be due force. Megara, lay down. Get up there. Now. Get up there. Get up on the couch. Got a new couch. Dog loves it. But yeah, they're relying on... they're saying that... the prosecution is saying that in closing argument that they were using undue force with George Floyd. Well, and then they show the tape of it where George Floyd is kicking and he's resisting arrest. And he is saying, and they showed a small clip of it where Chauvin has his arm around Floyd's neck. Not like enough to asphyxiate him. He can physically breathe fine. Floyd's being held right here, across the yoke or the collar. Nothing near the neck. And you can clearly, very clearly, hear George Floyd saying he can't breathe. There is no obstruction of the airway at all, period. I thought that was a slam dunk for the against the I can't breathe scenario. Anyway, the prosecution was also reprimanded twice for colorful language and suggestive language, such as an example. The attorney Blackwell he said shades of the truth, referencing the police stories, and the other one was calling the truth stories, the facts stories, and he was rightly overruled, and it was stricken from the record, I guess. But having a black man complain that this is shades of the truth. There's only one truth. There's just two different versions of it. That's it. And the cameras can tell the story quite clearly, as does the autopsy. But I thought that was amazing. The judge didn't just throw it out right then. It's like, okay, you're going to try to influence this group of jurors. Now, the jury has gone to deliberation thus far. Let's see, where am I at? 8 minutes? Okay, the jury has gone to deliberation. We don't know how long it's going to take. They could come out with it. I'm thinking as soon as tomorrow, because I think that's the soonest they can do. They probably could come out sooner, but that would make fucking headline news. Like, seriously, them coming back with a verdict on the same day after a 3-week trial, pretty much unheard of. But if it comes on while I'm doing this, we will keep recording this bitch until it's done. But I don't think it's going to happen. Okay, so jury is in deliberation until they come to a verdict, a unanimous verdict, or they decide that they're irreparably deadlocked and it's a hung jury, in which case, it's over. Now, what to expect either way? Well, seeing as how I'm in the middle, I'm not left or right leaning, but I was raised a chest-thumping Republican, if you will. If Chauvin gets off, the left is most likely going to riot, burn, pillage, all the crap we saw last summer. We're going to see all of that all over again because America's racist. And you don't have to agree with me. I don't care if you agree with me. This is just, I'm pretty solid with what I believe, and I'm usually pretty damn right. I've been right a lot in the past, year and a half? Now, as far as all that goes, we're going to see the left pillage, burn, speak to our how they were wronged and how blacks are still in a state of slavery. No, they're not. It's them choosing to, as the movie Black Bottom, Miss Ma Rainey's Black Bottom described it, a lot of culture on the left, meaning Black Lives Matter, is all about, well, we want to have fun. We want to be able to do this, that. When does it stop being about fun and doing just hard work? Stop worrying about going out and partying or seeing who you can get in bed with here or whatever like that. The groundwork was already laid. You just got to pursue it. But the left will go insane, and that will force a counterreaction from the right as well as the rest of the fucking country to maybe grow up and, I don't know, do what the rest of us do, deal with disappointment. Now, conversely, if Derek Chauvin is sentenced to prison, the left, as far as I can tell, the left will still raise a stink, because this would be Chauvin's first charge at all. And so he's going to have a significantly reduced sentence. And the left, in this case, will the left, or the liberals, as some people say, I don't know. The left is going to say, we need justice. Well, then the right needs to come back justly and say, okay, what is justice? What is justice for you? How do we make you happy? How do we make everybody whole? This black guy is still dead. It's on video that he resisted arrest. And yeah, all this crap is none of this crap is going to bring George Floyd back, and it won't bring him back to go visit his daughter or his girlfriend, or it won't give him the opportunity to see his drug dealers again. None of this will change that fact. Floyd is dead. Chauvin, personally, from my thinking, Chauvin should go to jail. I'm thinking anything from 5 years down to like 9 months. Okay, I see it. I don't think he should pay a lifetime of prison time for a mistake that I don't see him clearly trying to incur, and a death he helped further unknowingly, apparently. Now, both sides are going to be mad either way. The right says he's a police officer. He should enjoy the benefit of the doubt. Blah blah blah. The left is saying no. We need to burn him alive. He needs to be dead. We don't need these racist cops. Blah blah blah. I think in all taciturn or all tassitude, we need to come somewhere in the middle. Chauvin go to prison for anywhere from 1 to 5 years, somewhere in there. Just so he can pay, just so he can think about everything, and pay the justice system his time. I think the left needs to move the hell on and get over itself and stop being such a whiny ass bunch of cads who, well, it offends us, so it's bad. But that's my take on it. I will, as soon as results are in, I might do a really short podcast that day, but my biggest worry is the reaction on the left and the people who say that, all these people who said they were the thin blue line or Blue Lives Matter. Now all those people aren't saying that crap. In fact, the blue line is crossing its own self twice, 3 times over now. But you guys have a wonderful day. We're about at 15 minutes, and I'm going to get the hell off of here. Hope you guys have a great day. If you have any opinions, shout them out. You know how to get a hold of me, or you should. So have fun, be young, and I don't know, drink Coke. I don't drink Coke, I drink beer. So have fun. I'm going to get a drink of water, and you stay cool. Bye.